Willie D Live.
What's up, family? If it's your first time checking out the show, let me know what city, what state you're coming in from. If you're outside of the U.S., let me know what country you represent. Throw up your flag. Family, I need you to smash up the likes, smash up the likes, smash up the likes. Also, if you have not done so already on YouTube after you subscribe, there's a little bell next to your subscribe button. Go ahead and click that thing right now so you can get your notifications each time I drop a new video like this. That way you'll be in the loop. I'll let a few hundred of y'all come in, then I'm going in. But in the meantime and in between time, I'm going to give some shots out to the early birds, starting with Dun, Dun, Dun. Abdi Hassan, what's up? OG Maine, Judge Dredge, H-Town in the building. Jimmy Bob, what's up? Jimmy Bob with the front-running comment of the night. Her reaction was sponsored by Coconut Farms. Miss Ra, what's up? Mr. Opinion, what up? Good morning, good morning. Good evening and good morning. Just, what's up? Scorpio, what's up, Scorpy? Or Scorpy? Loretta, Jay, what up? UPS Victim Thanksgiving Day 2019. Kalitos Kings. Skills, what's up, Skills? T Love, Alex L. Oakland's in the house. Francine Scott. What it do, little dude from across the street? I like that. Little dude from across the street. Lester Davis. Keita, what's up? Black Man 903, East Texas. What's up? Was that Lottie? Latios? Is that Ladiva? I can't get that one. I know it's Silk at the end. Greetings, Charlotte. Queso I am. Queso I am. Monica. What's up, Monica? Yeah, she was crying. Monica, she was crying. She was absolutely crying. She was heartbroken. I'm going to just take a few of excerpts from her speech where she said, one, she said that Charlie was going through a spiritual transformation. A spiritual transformation. She said that there were people out there pressuring him. There were people pressuring him. She said that he was her best friend. He was her best friend. She said he was my brother, best friend and brother. For all you people out there celebrating his death, she said, I pray for you. She said, I'm in a lot of pain right now. I love you, Charlie. I love you, Charlie. I wouldn't wish that on anybody, the least being Charlie, who had a good heart. Actually, she said he had a big heart. Let's stop right there. Charlie had a big heart. I wonder, do people really believe this type of stuff that they say? And what does it take to have a good heart these days? I think the bar is so low to the floor that you can't go no more. Like, what constitutes having a good heart these days? Because let me tell you some of the things that Charlie said in his young 31 years of life, and how and what he thought about Black people who look like Candace. What he thought about Black people, including Candace. because Charlie had a axe to grind with black women who were highly successful. He didn't have an axe to grind with just regular black women. Oh no, he went for the juggler. He criticized prominent black women and prominent black figures altogether, but he really had a fixation for black women, successful black women. He criticized prominent black figures and social movements and those who was promoting racist narratives. It's what he did. Let me back up. He promoted the racist narratives. His comments have been widely condemned as racist and harmful. Check out some of the criticisms of affirmative action in prominent black women. Charlie frequently attacked black women in positions of power and has claimed they are unqualified for their roles. Now, if you are a black woman listening to me right now, and you riding for Charlie Kirk, you about the dumbest mother in the whole world. How you gonna ride for somebody who wouldn't ride for you? How you gonna ride for somebody who hates your mere existence? You gotta be a special kind of fool to have empathy for a person who detested empathy. His words, not mine. He hated empathy. He said empathy leads to destruction. He said that empathy was harmful. Charlie Kirk. Charlie Kirk called prominent black women like Joy Reid, Michelle Obama, Ketanji Brown Jackson, and Sheila Jackson Lee, RIP, affirmative action pics, asserting they did not have the brain processing power to otherwise be taken really seriously and had to steal a white person's slot. In a similar vein, he expressed suspicion towards black professionals, stating, if I see a black pilot, I'm going to be like, boy, I hope he's qualified. He extended this argument to customer service, saying, if I'm dealing with somebody in customer service who's a moronic black woman, I wonder, is she there because of her excellence, or is she there because of affirmative action? Let's stop right there, and I'm gonna go backwards a bit. He could have easily just said, if I'm dealing with a moronic woman or person, he didn't even have to be gender specific. He could have just said, if I'm dealing with a moronic person, I have to wonder if they're there because of their excellence, or are they there because of affirmative action? But he specifically said a black woman. Y'all do know that white women have benefited more from affirmative action and DEI programs than any other group of people. Y'all know that, right? He pointed out black women. This dude really had an axe to grind with black women. And Candace Owens is acting like she didn't know that. Let's talk about how he criticized black pilots. He said, if I see a black pilot, I'm going to be like, boy, I hope he's qualified. Now, let's speak on that for a moment. Let's study that. Most of the planes that have went down in the history of planes crashing were flown by white pilots. That's right, I said it. Let me take her off the screen for a moment so y'all can see me and watch my expressions. Most of the planes that have went down in America were flown by white pilots. But yet, I wonder how many times has Charlie said to himself when he saw a white pilot, boy, I wonder if he's here because of his excellence or affirmative action. How many times have he said when he saw a white pilot, boy, I hope he's qualified? Do you understand the level of ignorant you have to be to make these type of statements? If I were Charlie or anybody else in the United States of America and I came across a black professional, I would trust the black professional over any other professional because I know that the black professional probably bust their natural ass to get there because the black professional is being studied while he or she is studying. They are being watched with very prying eyes. They're being scrutinized every step of the way, just getting into a program, getting into the school. They're facing obstacles. People don't want to let them in, people that don't believe they belong. And then when they make it into the classroom, even their own classmates are going, wonder how did she get in here? Family probably, dad's probably an athlete or a rapper. She must have won the lottery to get here. Oh, she must be in affirmative action. Damn how they got there, because they have their stories too. But because it's them, they don't get judged. They don't have stereotypes that they have to try to overcome because they get to lay out the narrative. They get to look at everybody else and say, we are the standard and we are going to create stereotypes for everybody else. Am I cooking? If I'm Charlie Kirk, well, Charlie's dead, so can't be Charlie. But if I'm a person who, let's say, a Charlie supporter or somebody who thinks like him, if I saw a black professional, I would say, ooh, that guy's probably went through hell to get in that spot. And he'll probably go through hell to keep that spot. Ain't that how it work, y'all? All y'all black professionals out there, ain't that how it go? All you blacks out there who got dentist offices, you got a construction company, you got a graphics design company, you got a restaurant, you own a bus company or some other type of travel agency. Not only do you have to be twice as good to make it, you got to be twice as good to keep it. You got to be 3 times, 10 times better. Because when you make a mistake, it's, aha, see that? Aha, yeah, I figured it. Look at it, One mistake. But if they make a mistake, it's just a mistake. It's just a mistake. And they can go on. But if you make a mistake, that could be the end of your entire career. One mistake. One mistake. So I hire Black professionals every chance I get. When I'm dealing with my doctor, I'm confident that I'm getting the best care because I know it's somebody who can relate to me and also somebody who probably went through it. That person probably went through it. I'm pretty sure they went through it. Black doctors don't get to cheat. You're going to get caught. You're going to get caught if you try to cheat on that exam. You're going to get caught if you try to go the short route. You're going to get caught if you try to buy a degree. You're going to get caught. Some of these other people get the benefit of doubt. But because they think you don't belong, they're watching and they're digging and they're always, and don't mess around and get a spot that they want. Don't mess around and get a coveted residency and you're a med student. Oh man, whoever you beat out, boy, they gonna be trying to get rid of you. They're gonna be digging and digging, trying to everything they can to discredit you. This is what Black professionals go through. Even once they're in, these are the things they go through. You can get the best. A Black doctor can walk into the room. He can be the absolutely best cardiologist in the entire country. Nobody's better. This is the guy they call when they need questions answered. This is the expert. This is the one they bring in. This is the hitter. And he's still subjected to racism and scrutiny. Some fool about to die. I don't want him touching me. You know what I'll be like? Okay. I ain't finna argue. I'm not going to be one of them doctors that I'm here to do a job. I save lives and I'm going to save your life no matter what, whether you like me or not. Now, your ass going to die. You going to die playing with me like that. I'm going to let your ass die. I'm like, okay, that's what you want. You don't want me? Cool. Shit. Hell, I wanted to go catch up on some of these Netflix series anyway. Later. Peace out. Deuces. The same thing with lawyers. Do you know how many Black men have had white lawyers who are doing life in prison, who got a 50-year sentence, a 30-year sentence, a 20-year sentence? Do you know how many Black men were innocent who had white lawyers representing them and they went to prison? But still, you got people out there who will skip over the Black lawyer because they think he's unqualified. And they'll pick a white lawyer, and that white lawyer might be 10 times less qualified. He may not be, all he got going for himself is that he white, and you picked him. That's why your ass in jail. You thought just because he was white, he was right, and your ass is in jail doing a gang of time. When you could have went and picked that brother with that struggling practice who got nothing but time on his hand because he ain't got all of the clients that this other guy over here got. So this guy right here can deal with you on a more personal level. He running more like a boutique. This guy over here running a conglomerate. He got a massive operation going on. He don't even know the name of his clients. He got so many clients. He probably haven't even had a conversation with most of his clients because he got other lawyers doing that for him. This guy right here, he going to bed and waking up with your case. He finna win this case because he know this case gonna help build his career. Now, having said that, when it comes to lawyers, the way I hire lawyers based on who know my lawyer. And it's expertise and who knows my lawyer, not who my lawyer know. Because you can know Willie D, but if I don't know you, it ain't a whole lot you can get done. It's going to be hard for me to do you some favors if I don't know you. But if I know you, I might look out. So it's important to hire lawyers who have relationships, because a lot of this stuff, when it comes to law and judicial system, just like everything else in life, it ain't what you know, it's who you know. How many people got jobs right now because of nepotism? Oh man, my uncle work at the plant. He gonna give me a job. You know, my son is the foreman. Just go over there and ask him, boo, he'll hook you up, tell him I sent you. Yo, that's my partner right there. You know what I'm saying? He woo, 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 bam. You locked in, just like that. Most of it is relationships, because this person A, can go to school, get the degree, can have been on the job, can have more experience and all of that stuff. This guy over here is looking for a replacement. They're looking for somebody to fill this position. This guy over here is looking for somebody to fill the position. This guy right here is totally qualified. But this guy over here has to get in line. He has to go through protocol, right? He has to take these necessary steps. He got to get his resume together. He got to figure out who to send it to specifically. He got to try to research, try to figure out exactly what these people want, how to go in and do the interview and all. Well, this guy over here knows this guy right here. So this guy over here talks to his buddy right here or his family member right here. And this guy talks to this guy and say, hey, man, such. Yeah, man, he good, man. He good, hard work. Who you think gonna get that job? If these guys got a great relationship, who you think gonna get that job? A lot of it is relationships. That's why you network early. You network early, and you try to put your kids in the best schools you can get them into, because you got to make your friends before you need them. But I hire professionals every chance I get. I'm trying to hire a Black professional. That Black professional that has their own dental, office, they're going to be way more attentive. In most cases, sometimes you got some bums, but you got a dud every now and then. But in most cases, they're going to be way more attentive than this company over here. They're going to be way more appreciative of your business. They're going to go above and beyond the call of duty to make you happy, to satisfy you as a client, because they do not want that stigma attached to their name and their business. They don't want that. Well, this company over here, they might just be like, oh, well. So this is the attitude that Charlie had about Black people. Now, how can somebody like him, how could a Black woman, any Black woman on the planet, call Charlie Kirk their brother when Charlie Kirk hold these type of values and these type of he has these type of convictions? He called prominent Black women like Joy Reid, Michelle Obama, what's her name? Ketanji Brown Jackson, and Sheila Jackson Lee, affirmative action picks. These are some of the most decorated Black women out there in their own professions. And he asserted that they didn't have the brain to process power. to otherwise be taken really seriously. He said these women, some of the smartest women ever created, didn't have the brain processing power to otherwise be taken really seriously. Every one of these women he named was smarter than him. They were more logical than him. And they were more respected overall than he was. Charlie was only respected by a cult of people, a certain group of people, a certain group of people with a certain set of thoughts, and that's it. But across the board, even these women's enemies, even Charlie was gaslighting. He knew those women were smart, but the idea for him was to try to move the goalposts and just throw it out there. Oh, they dumb, they stupid, and make a bunch of unsubstantiated claims. And he knows some people that's slow enough to believe it. So he just throw that stuff out there. This dude characterized the Civil Rights Act as a huge mistake and claimed that the country made a significant error by passing it. He also called Martin Luther King Jr. awful, and he called him a mythological anti-racist creation. He called him a mythological anti-racist creation. That's what he called Martin Luther King Jr. He used his platform to spread false and provocative narratives about race, crime, and other issues affecting the Black community. This dude called George Floyd a scumbag. And he denied that systemic racism exists. It's amazing how people can deny that racism exists while taking advantage of racism and laughing about their white privilege or proximity to white privilege. Because some people ain't white, but they're in close proximity to white privilege, so they think it goes for them too. But they always get their wake-up call. Rose Smith says, I'm done with the left. They just killing everyone for their political opinion. That's the very meaning of fascism. You must be listening to Fox. You must have been listening to Fox all day. The left, okay, let's say you got a body, right? You got a left hand and a right hand. Which one you want to get rid of? You might use one, but I would bet that you think that both of your hands, your left and your right, are equally as important and needed, necessary. You can't have the left without the right. You can't have the right without the left. It's all the same. It's just different rhetoric. different rhetoric, different looks, but it's all the same because both sides, the reason why nothing changes in this country is because both sides are in on the jig. Both sides are in on it. Those seats wield the same amount of power and influence, and they pay the same salary. So why is it that when the Democrats are in office, they won't break the law or circumvent the law and stretch their authority and do all of the evil things that the Republicans do? Why is it that when the Democrats get in office, the Republicans don't show the people that have been marginalized, the marginalized groups, that they really care about them and they really want their vote by going up hard, going at the Democrats hard to aid them? If they do that, it would be so easy for a whole lot of people to defect because they're really tired of getting the same results. So why don't they do it? Why don't the Democrats fight harder when Republicans do certain things that are considered to be unconscionable? Why? Because at the end of the day, they all going to benefit from whatever gains that come from it, from whatever gains that come from their actions. All of them going to end up benefiting no matter what. She said the right is killing, the left is killing people. The left killed one dude. Maybe. We ain't even sure that's the left, but let's just say they did. Let's just say the left is responsible for killing. Let's just say somebody that's on the left is responsible for killing Charlie Kirk. What about all the times that the right was responsible? Usually when people get killed, when activists get killed, it's usually those who hold more conservative views who are killing them. That's a fact, Jack. Usually when you have activists are usually trying to change things for the better. You know, Charlie, I don't even know if you can really call him an activist, because when I think of activists, I think of change seekers, like change for the better, those type of people. I don't really think of people like Charlie Kirk. Charlie Kirk was divisive. Charlie Kirk was hateful. That's the truth. And he reveled in it. He didn't shy away from it. This is an isolated case. There will not be a lot of cases. I don't believe there'll be a lot of cases where people who hold conservative views are going to be gunned down. I don't think that's going to happen, because they are normally the ones who are doing the shooting. They're normally the ones who are terrorizing people. That's who normally do the shooting. So I think this was a one-off. I think in terms of, somebody shooting, a conservative person that's spew a bunch of negativity and hate. I don't think this is going to become some type of national trend. Typically, they kill real change makers who try to change things for the better. Those are the people that normally get killed. Because evil is at the top. Crack a cold case. Normally I don't read Cap, but I see you. I see you. You ain't gotta keep on writing the Cap. When you write in Cap, you make me think you're screaming. You seem like you're angry. I can read without Cap, but I'm gonna go ahead and address you real quick. You say, show us where he was hateful. Your handle is called crack a cold case. Get on that Google and go crack the case your damn self. There's plenty of stuff out there. I just read some. I don't know how long you've been listening, but I just read it twice. Some of the hateful things that he said. If you don't think that's hateful, you're part of the problem. And I can see why you wouldn't think it's hateful, because you hold the same values. You hold the same views. That's why you don't think it's hateful. You hold the same views. In fact, I know it's hateful, but you don't like to get called out. Y'all get mad. Y'all like to be hateful and get mad when somebody call you hateful. It's like somebody being a racist and getting mad when somebody call them a racist. Like, how you gonna be a racist if you don't want to be called a racist? Stop being so damn good at it. Like, stop doing it so damn much. What's up, Sean Lunatic? Parker, what up? Oh, he treading on thin line. I'm monitoring I'm monitoring him. He treading on thin line. He treading on thin line. Yeah, so fam, if you're just not joining, Candace Owens broke down crying over Charlie Kirk's death. She broke down. She broke down. I ain't never seen her cry over nobody's death. All these black people that died, I ain't never seen her cry. I ain't never seen her cry for nobody black that died. Nobody. All these black people that got killed, I ain't never seen her cry for nobody. She cried for Charlie Kirk. I'm talking about boo-hoo-hoo. Yeah, she said they were friends, but how you gonna be friends with a dude that hold those type of values about black women, especially successful black women? Like, he really had hate for successful black women. He called them out by name. I think when guys like Charlie would call out black women and that successful black women, I think that come from slavery, where they used to be able to do whatever they wanted. They used to be able to rape black women when they felt like it, do whatever they wanted to do with them. They didn't have no choice. They just had to deal with it. And now they got to deal with a black woman having a voice, not just being free, but having a voice. And make no mistake, they still want to have sex with black women. They may not marry them because of their societal pressures, but they still want to have sex with them. But they can't just do what they can't have sex with them and just kick them to the side. Now, if they try to have sex with them, that sidekick gonna pull up at their house. Yeah, yeah. So it ain't like it used to be, and that's what it is, fam. That's why they push these narratives that they push, because they mad that they don't get to just take like they used to take, beat up, kill, do whatever they wanted to do to black folks like they used to. And that's why they want America back. That's why they want to take it back. They want to take it back. When they say make America great again, that's what they're talking about. They want you to look down at the ground when they're talking to you. C Simp, what up? Peter Bird, was it Peter Birdall? Birdsall. Peter Birdsall. Pure Clarity. Vida. Kareem M. What Dr. Umar say? Will L. Jen, what up? Krona. DeAndre Durham, what's up, Charles? Joe. Zip, zoom. The one and only Steve Aaron, what's up? Trayvon Maxellis, what's up, dope? Wayne, what it do? What's up, Jarvis Price? Always something. Groot Williams, Max B, what up? Who y'all got for the fight, fam? Who y'all got? I got Crawford, straight up, Crawford. I'm gonna break the fight down for y'all. Like, I don't know if I'm gonna do it tomorrow. Maybe I'll do it fight night. But I'm gonna break the fight down. I'm gonna tell y'all why I believe Crawford is gonna win the fight. Not just why I believe he's gonna win. I'm gonna tell you how he's going to win the fight. And let me just say this. It ain't gonna even be close. joy and peace. BB, what up? Veronica. What's up, Dennis Williams? All right, fam, that's my time. I appreciate y'all joining live. You know I'm going to be right back on it tomorrow. I definitely got another video on this in the morning. There's something going on right now. It's something brewing. So I was going to try to bring it to y'all tonight, but I'm going to wait till a little bit, until I get a little bit more information on it, and then I'm going to run it in the morning on y'all. Yeah, so stay tuned. Until next time, enjoy the rest of your morning, afternoon, or evening, wherever you are in the world. Marcus Payne, I see you. Until next time, fam, no more talk.